I got exposed for being DL. Here's the story.
Somebody told me that I'm changing. Honestly, it ain't the same me. Wine in my cup, sneaking up, got a nigga feeling wavy. And I'll be down if I let a nigga play me. 'Cause I know my worth, I know my worth, I know it will, I know my worth, I know my worth.
So boom, y'all. Let me put a little context. I'm like the worst DL nigga ever. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm like the worst DL nigga ever. I'm gonna tell y'all why I'm the worst DL nigga ever. So boom, I came out when I was 20 years old. I'm 31 now for some context. I came out when I was 20 years old. Like the irony behind all this, the big part of that reason I came out at 20, I used to like see like older DL niggas like in their 30s and shit. I said, hey, I never want to be 30 in DL. So I came out at 20. I posted it on Facebook. I'm not gonna say it went viral as this, but you know what I mean? It did its little rounds on Facebook. And that's about like 2014. So I was living a openly gay life until I was 28. 28 is when I start hazard lights. And honestly, I was still I didn't put it on the back burner for real until like I saw myself blowing up in the drill scene. Obviously, I kept it on the back burner in the drill scene because drill is homophobic. You know what I'm saying? The whole scene is homophobic. So I wasn't about to let that up what I had going on over here because niggas is homophobic. Fuck that. So yeah, I kept that shit on the back burner. I'll admit, eventually I was gonna come out with this info on my own. I guess it's coming out twice, you know what I'm saying? But I was gonna, you know what I mean, let niggas know the info on their own. And here we are. So let me tell you how it happened. This was yesterday night. Right now it's January 23rd, so it was the 22nd. It's about like 9 p.m. Not gonna lie, y'all. I had a little like private snap. I had posted the picture that everyone saw in the private snap. You know what I'm saying, on the private story. What I didn't know is this person was following me. And obviously I didn't know their intents. So I post that picture. They end up hitting me up on Snap. Like, yo, can I see a face pic? So I sent them a face pic. You know what I'm saying? I sent them a picture of me. It is what it is. That's when they responded, shop our way with a question mark at the end. So I panicked, you know what I'm saying? Panic a little bit, I block them. But we get in contact via Telegram because I wanted to keep the convo kind of private. By the time we get in contact via Telegram, they posted that post already on one of their burner pages. Burner pages ain't had no followers or nothing like that, but I know how the algorithm works and it was only a matter of time. So I'm talking with them. I'm like, yo, can you take that down? They're like, yo, I'm gonna need mad bread, this, that, and the third. I'm like, all right, bet. It's already over for paying you because you've put it out and I don't know who may have screenshotted it. So me paying you is not gonna make a difference. I'll just be losing money. So I'm like, all right, how we gonna move about this? I'm not a lawyer, but I'm aware of the law and certain laws. And I know that you trying to ask for money in exchange for doing that is extortion. You know what I'm saying? I know it's extortion, blackmail, you know what I mean? So I have that in my head already when I'm talking to them. So I'm like, I bet, you know what I mean? The damage is probably already done is what I'm going through mentally. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna file a police report. You know what I'm saying? But I need a little more evidence. And before y'all get on me for telling the cops, I don't care. I'm not in the streets. I'm not blood, crip, anything. You know what I mean? I'm me. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna need a little more evidence and shit. So I'm like, yo, I'll pay you 400. I'll like, you know what I mean? I'll basically like pay you 400 to take it down. Let's meet up in person. This dumbass thing ended up sending me they you know what I'm saying? The whole 9 agreed to the 400. So I'm like, oh, we got him. I go right to the 32nd precinct on 3/5, go in there. I file that police report. I give them all the evidence. I talk with some detectives. This is yesterday night, by the way. I talk with some detectives. You know what I mean? They basically, they broke a lot of shit down. Like, because I posted it on my own story under my own free will, they technically couldn't really get it for blackmail. However, them posting it around is where it gets a little iffy on the legal note, but they did say for sure extortion. Now, if you don't know, extortion is a class E felony. You know what I'm saying? the way I see it, like, I want to ruin some lives. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, I could sue civilly. And I'm like 99.9% sure that person has no money. However, I'm still gonna sue civilly because I want you to be in debt. You know what I'm saying? I want you to feel it. I want if you ever obtain a job after, you know, if you potentially catch a felony, I want that coming out your paycheck a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I want you to hurt. So yeah, you know what I mean? They end up posting it anyway. I end up going filing a police report. Now I'm in a police station. I'm getting hit up by mad blogs. I'm getting hit up by mad people, and that's just the beginning of it. It was nothing like when I woke up this morning. So I'm like, whatever. Again, like I told you, I came out when I was 20. So I was always pretty like accepting of my own sexuality. So the whole y'all finding out I'm gay thing, I'm not pressed about it. To be honest, if anyone just decided to ask anybody else, like from my generation, like who knew me personally, they would have found that out for real. Like I said, it's whatever. But I did feel disrespected. And I don't know if people believe in signs, but I'm an Aries. I don't like feeling disrespected. You feel what I'm saying? I'll take it there. So I'm like, we could either choose violence or we could choose the cops. Now see, I pay thousands in taxes, so I'm gonna go with the cops. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go with it. Plus, I know if I go and attack you, you're gonna call the cops, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be in jail and exposed. That's bad work. So I'm like, you know what? We're gonna try and get you a good old hot felony. So I'm like, yeah, whatever. So now they screenshot in the convo. Now they posted, oh, shot by 08 bit the cheese. I don't care, gang. I'm a civilian. I don't care. I dead ass don't care. Does that mean I'll run to the cops for everything? No. But for this specific situation with that thing, I don't even want to call that a trans person because I would never disrespect the trans community like that. That thing, it looks crazy. Yeah. But that aside, once they started exposing me, a lot of people started giving me the drop, this, that, and the third, like the Addy, an unfiltered picture of that thing. And then I realized, oh, I low-key recognize this thing. You feel what I'm saying? I low-key recognize this person from back in the day. You know what I'm trying to say? From back in the day, like before they became a trans. And I'm like, interesting. Because I never knew that person. I kind of knew of that person just via social media. And you know what I mean? Not that I knew their personality then, but it didn't really give it was gonna do all this. You feel what I'm saying? And prior to this convo of them trying to expose me, I had never spoken to this person, never met this person, never had a falling out, no arguments, nothing at all. Like no issue that would have led up to this. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, they're going back and forth with me. So out of curiosity, I do ask why in the convo. Like why are you so hell bent on exposing me? You know what I'm saying? I get it because probably I got clout, it's down the third. But you know what I mean? What's going through your mental? I'm trying to really like understand this, like, because again, I haven't done anything to this person, like, you know what I'm saying, anything to this person. Like, you know how there's always two sides of the story? There is one side of this story, gang. Like, yo, this is so left field for me. So yeah, you know what I'm trying to say? I guess maybe it's because I didn't want that thing. Yeah, it's just, yeah. So anyway, people giving me the drop. They're like, yo, they do drugs, this, that, and the third. I don't know if it's true. I wouldn't be surprised due to the erratic behavior, but for legal situations and not to get hit with a defamation of character, I've been told by other people that they do drugs. And I am inclined to believe it. However, I don't know if it's true. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? They go do what they do. They start tagging all the drill pages. And at this point, I'm thinking to myself, okay, damage is done. How do we make the best out of this situation? Again, I filed the police report. I've spoken with detectives twice now. It's an open investigation. Maybe I shouldn't be talking about it, but I'm technically not talking about the investigation. So I don't see how this would affect it. You know what I'm trying to say? But yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I went to the cops, give me my police report. I go home. Next morning, more blogs is posting it. You know, I don't really expect loyalty from people, especially in the music industry or especially within the drill scene. Shout out to the ones that are like, you know what I mean, supportive and, you know what I mean, show me love. There's a lot of y'all. But you know what I'm saying? Overall, I don't expect loyalty from anyone, let alone people within that scene, just due to the violent nature. You feel what I'm saying? So I didn't expect much. You know what I mean? I expected every blog to post it. Some did it. Shout out to y'all. It was a few that did though. You know what I mean? NY drill page. And you know what I mean? A few. Code 33, whatever. The way I see it, fake just making me bigger than what I am, but it's whatever. You know what I'm saying? As for like the hate comments, I don't really care for real. I'm 31, gang. I'm a grown ass man. You know what I mean? That don't mean nothing to me. I'm not stopping anything just because if I stop, y'all win. and I can't. And then, you know, it's few, I got the DMs, yo, just off yourself, gang. I'm not offing myself, gang. I'm not doing it. Like, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Then not only do y'all win, I'm dead. You know what I'm saying? I'm dead. Like, that's trash. I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna be a pack just because y'all exposed me for, like, y'all exposed me to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all didn't even really, like I said, you just ask anyone that knows me personally. This was common knowledge. For those who know I make music, if you just listen to certain songs, I was pretty open about it.
Maybe I'm tripping, or maybe I'm just born to be different. Baby boy, nothing the same. Maybe we're just meant to be distant. But I've had enough of the games and the lies, so I'm out here getting mine, so stop that. Is it my fault I like riding with the top back? When another right around town where you shop at?
And yeah, man, ain't really nothing else to really say to the story. Like I said, it's an open investigation, and yeah, I'll definitely keep y'all updated on if anything like comes out of this. If I can give a lesson to anyone, just be careful, man. Or matter of fact, my boy Wayno says it best: control your horniness. See, I didn't listen. Know what I mean? I had a moment. See, straight, gay, bi, whatever you are, niggas is niggas. I ain't gonna lie, I slipped up. You know what I'm saying? I slipped up, and you know what I mean, this nasty parasite took advantage of that, and it's cool. I'm not like too pressed about it. I figured, you know what I mean, I make the best out of it, make a story time for it, gives people a little context. Whoever's here to stay, thank you. If not, just go, gang. I'm not pressed about it. I don't really got nothing to apologize for. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I thought about like giving an apology. Matter of fact, if anyone I will apologize to for real is everyone that had to see that. You feel what I'm saying? Everyone who had to see that against their will. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it wasn't like my goal to like have that info come out that way. You feel me? So I am sorry for those who had to see it. Even though I'm not the one who spread it, I am sorry for like people who had to like see that, kids, anyone for real. You know what I mean? I don't think this really makes or breaks my character. It's just a small stain in life. It is what it is. People have done worse. And yeah, man, that's that.